So a little while ago I did a tour of the inside of Grace, and I promised then that I would come outside at some point and give you a tour of the outside storage lockers for those of you who are interested. So starting off at the front here on the passenger side, by the door in the front we have the first locker, which has circuit breakers in there, and this is the tank and the filling for the LPG that runs our heating, gas heating, the gas for the fridge and the gas for the cooking. So that's what we use. The tank is there, and that's where it fills in that yellow nozzle there. Is where the attachment goes on from the petrol pump or from the LPG pump. So that's that locker, and they just swing down and close up. And then this side we have a sort of spare stationery box, and a lot of the long stuff in this locker, because it goes right the way back. You can't really see it, but it goes right back in the back there, and on this side as well. These are our ramps for well, they're leveling ramps, but we use leveling feet, which are underneath. You see one there. We've got 4 of those, and they level Grace up when we're on any sort of slope, and when that takes one of the wheels off the ground, then we use these leveling blocks. We've got 2 big ones here, which I bought on the internet second hand, and these 2 smaller ones, and that little one that's left over from the caravan. We use those then to just put underneath the wheels if necessary, if they're raised up off the ground. It's usually one wheel that gets not lifted up, if any, but that just helps to steady and make it secure. So in here is our extra water pipe. No, sorry, the electrical lead for when we are on sites which have a long distance to electric. We've been on a couple of those where we've needed that. 1 or 2 spare bits and pieces for doing the tyres in that box as well, and a couple of spare outside seats. Then this one, that's that locker. Then this locker is got all the tools in it. So there's tools, and there's also a couple of fold-away barbecues in there. We've not used those yet. Some spare cable, electrical lead, and clips, and cleaning stuff, and oil, and everything else. So that's the tool locker. And then this locker was closed, but we've rationalised that, and so this has now got stuff we're keeping in it. There's a box of stationery, but there's also some sort of our memory boxes in there, a couple of old photo albums that we wanted to keep, and some spare bits and pieces, candles, which we use in the winter, in there as well. So that's spares in there. That's quite a big locker. And then this locker goes through into the sort of garage space, or the boot space, and that's got all clothes in it and linen in there. So that's all our spare linen, and our winter clothes have started to go in there now as we're moving into spring. We're swapping our clothes over, so they're all in there. Another big locker in there. That's that. Here is where the water heater comes out. So that's the outside of the water heater, which is in this corner here. There's our electric bikes, which are unfolded and ready to use. And this is sort of the boot, which has the spare tyre in it. We keep the bikes in there, and the stuff for the bikes, helmets and things, are in that cardboard box, and our shopping bags and bits and pieces in there. So that's the boot. Carol's on the phone by the sound of it. And then as we come round to this side, this back one is the generator. It's a Onan Micro Quiet 4000, and that works very well. We use that when we're emptying the tanks. Here's the water bay, so that's there, fresh water. We've got that connected up at the moment so we can fill. Got to do that in a minute. And then there's a outside shower head for cleaning, and the electrical point goes in there as well, electrical wire. This is our normal wire, which there's plenty of for the distance we're up to the electric here, but often we have to go further for the electric. And then there is the emptying for the black and grey water. When we're filled, we use that to empty out. And this is the nozzle for the auto gas. That's where the auto gas goes in that we use for travelling. And then we come round. We're sitting here in the sunshine this afternoon. Carol's just moved away with a phone call. So here is where I keep our little ladder, which isn't really big enough actually. I need to get a bigger ladder to get up to the top of the RV. I keep the spare water bits in the top box there, and the pump for the waste in the bottom box. So that all keeps everything clean and tidy. We've got some empty boxes because we've emptied quite a lot of stuff out over the last 7 months. Got rid of. And then this locker goes all the way along. There's 3 doors to it, and this was absolutely packed full previously, but now it's emptying out. We've got rid of a lot of stuff since we moved into Grace, so this side is a lot emptier. There's some stuff for the barbecue there, and there's some outside plastic cups and things to use that we can use. Yeah, so that's the lockers around Grace. So as you can see, we've got quite a lot of storage space and plenty of room outside as well as inside. So it's Sunday the 6th of April, and I think it's, I don't know, nearly 2 weeks now. It'll be 2 weeks tomorrow evening that Boris Johnson announced that we have to isolate. Let's turn this round and maybe you can see me, I don't know. There we are. Yes, 2 weeks tomorrow that Boris announced the lockdown. So I guess it must be day 12. Usually Carol tells me. So probably day 12 of the lockdown. Seems to be going well, doesn't it? Looks like people are being, in general, pretty good. And the numbers are starting to, if not go down, at least starting to level off a bit. We watch as probably all of you do, we watch the announcements each day with the facts and figures of what's going on, and yeah, we hope that it'll get turned around. But my own prediction is that we will still be locked down for quite a little while yet. And personally, for Carol and I'm doubtful, even when it's lifted, that we will be taking too many chances, because until we're confirmed that either we've had it and not noticed. We were very poorly around New Year with a very, very nasty cough. Both of us were laid up in bed at one point or another. Did we have it then without knowing, when nobody knew about it really? We don't really know. So until we get that antibody test to see whether we're immune or have some immunity, or there's some inoculation against this COVID-19, well, we'll just have to wait and see, and be very, very careful about it until then. So I hope you've enjoyed this little walk around the lockers, and we'll see you soon. Again tomorrow. I'm trying to put up a daily vlog now. So if you would like to subscribe, please click on that subscribe button when you go to the videos on YouTube, and then we'll be one of your subscribed channels, and you'll see then all our videos, and you can watch going back to the beginning of our journey, which was back in September, 7 months ago now. So yeah, it's been quite a while. No, 8 months. September, October, November, December. Yeah. Begin to lose count. Anyway, do sign up, subscribe, and come and see us again. God bless. Take care of yourselves, and speak to you tomorrow. Bye now.